Alright, up next, actually, I said I'd keep you guys updated. I've got a Ryan Mooney update. Ryan's the type of guy to be up next.
Hello, thank you all for having me. It's really great to be here. Ryan walks towards podium. Oh, sorry, I got my notes mixed up here. Sorry, everyone. I'm very honored to be here. I was really glad I could be here. It was really exciting when Cord looked at me at B-Dubs and was like, "Hey, you're going to be in the roast." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And yeah, that was my story for getting in this. So, ladies and gentlemen, where do we begin tonight? We begin with the man, the myth, the Marshall Ziegler. I sadly don't have much written about Marshall, but I do have one thing that I think you will all agree upon. Marshall Ziegler is a history major, and I think you could all tell that just by looking at him. Next on the chopping block, the great Jake Williams. Jake Williams, you truly do look like if Bill Burnham gave up his musical talent in order to pursue a career in Smash Brothers. Now most comics have made fun of Jake for being little, and I will be continuing this tradition. Jake is so short. Jake is so short that he looks like the sketch for a rejected Smurfs character by the name of Hipster Smurf, whose entire personality is decided by two traits: loving Magic the Gathering and the band Ween. Next up, our dear president, who's not paying attention, Anna Lund. Anna Lund, you've been a fearless leader over the past semester. I don't really think we could have had a better president. That being said, Anna, looking at you, you're the kind of person that everybody looks at and can tell mainlines a warlock druid in Dungeons & Dragons. You look like the kind of person that always goes into rogue, first chance they get. In all seriousness though, Anna, you look like you should be on a poster that reads My Chemical Romance, not even once. You also dress like the girl who was obsessed with horses in high school. Right up until your parents got divorced. I love Anna's sense of fashion. It's one of the things that's so unique and just really makes her her. It's her passion, it's her major. I mean really, it truly does take a special kind of woman to be able to wear shoes that haven't been seen on this continent since the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620. Now before I go too far, I know I've roasted Anna pretty hard tonight. I just wanted to take a second to congratulate Anna Lund. She started her own business earlier this semester, and I think that's truly incredible. Just absolutely wonderful, please. However, that accomplishment is seconded to what happened earlier tonight. Before I came out on stage, ladies and gentlemen, I got confirmation that Anna Lund is the new poster girl for r/cringe. Period! Of course, moving on to her better half, or her other half, I guess. Parker Johnson. Parker Johnson is without a doubt one of my very best friends, and I think that should give you an idea of how low my standards in friendship are. Parker Johnson is the only kind of man I know that can have 3 different conversations going on at the same time with 3 different people and not be paying attention to any of them. Getting back to Parker and Anna, people like to say that Parker is the golden retriever boy to Anna's stereotypical emo girl. And while that is true, I don't think it quite tells the full story. Parker is really more like a squirrel on Adderall, unlimited amounts of energy, laser focused on one thing: his nuts. Cord, my dear friend. Oh. You look like the kind of guy who unironically watches babery sensory content on YouTube for fun. And you are. And you are. That's not even a joke. One of my favorite things about Cord Redding is the fact that he has a superpower. And it's a superpower you might not have expected. Whenever Cord takes off his sunglasses, or off his glasses, he turns into a completely different person. With his glasses on, he looks like a Brooklyn-based Instagram lifestyle influencer who keeps trying to peddle you diet pills that definitely do not do what he's claiming they do. Or, if he takes the glasses off, he quickly turns into your drunk uncle who never got over the 1970s. This is the face of a man prepared to spend 40 minutes trying to get you to buy a bag of Coke that will inevitably turn out to be baby powder. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the man of the hour, Mr. Matthew Smith. Mr. Matt, I just want you to know, I'm really happy that you were able to find time in your busy schedule to be able to make it here tonight. What many of you may not know is that Matthew Smith is one of the busiest men in all of comedy. This is a man who does vice presidency work for the improv group. He does stand-up comedy on Wednesdays and sometimes on Tuesdays when available, along with a litany of other things. He's involved in D&D campaigns, he has friend groups, he's involved in drama productions. Truly, he is the most busy man in all of show business. And it's for that reason that I would like to say, it really just goes to show that Matthew Smith will do anything to avoid saying no to somebody. Now I'm sure as many of you here can attest, Matthew Smith is without a doubt one of the single nicest people to have ever been born. He's so nice, in fact, that his very first words were, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry is like Matt Smith's catchphrase through life. I once had a 10-minute conversation with Matthew Smith where he had said, "I'm sorry" 15 times. And he didn't even do anything. He just kept saying it. And now on to some zingers. Matthew Smith is the most neurotypical person I have ever met. There is no punchline to that one. I just wanted to get that established. Matt Smith, you look like the combination of a Muppet and a 23-year-old virgin. With the hairline of a balding 45-year-old man in denial. Matt Smith is without a doubt one of my favorite impressionists of all time. He does everything. He does everything from Kermit the Frog to Foghorn Leghorn. But by far, your best impression, Matthew Smith, is the impression you're constantly doing of we'll get it right one of these times, is the constant impression you're doing of Morty from Rick and Morty. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really embarrassed about being at this roast here tonight. If I can be honest for just 1 minute before I conclude tonight, Matt Smith is one of the funniest stand-up comedians I have ever had the pleasure to see live. Matt Smith has performed hundreds of times over the past 3 years at various bars around the country. And in that time, I've never seen either one of his 2 bits fall flat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a good night.